Good morning, guys. Happy Thursday. Sorry, I am going to be rushing through this because we're starting our bathroom renovations next week, and I had someone come over to measure for windows and things like that. So, had to get on that call with that guy. All right, so I have a new makeup kit and I'm living for it. Hi, Bree. And yeah. All right, so I am going to spray foundation today. Hi, Joy. Primarily because I need to be super fast because I have a coffee date. And then I got to pick up Dylan from school and do a whole bunch of stuff. So we're going to spray foundation and just do a really simple glowy look. Also known as the Mad Dash. All right. When you guys hop on, say hello. Hi, Amber. All right, so first things first, we're going to go in with a little hydrating face primer. Put this on our face. Hi, Amanda. So primer, super necessary first step for your face every day. I know it seems like, why would you invest time, product, money into something you can't see? But I promise it's what it does for your face, and it's not what you're like immediately getting. But I promise you that the primer makes everything else 100% better. Hi, Laura. How are you? When you guys hop on, say hello. You waved. I didn't mean to wave. All right, so we're good with that. All right, so we're going to do spray foundation today. And I'm using the shade Lace to do that with. And my Kabuki brush. So this is one of my most favorite combos for a couple of reasons. Number one, because it is so fast. Number two, because it's incredibly flawless and you can't screw it up. And number three, because the coverage is outstanding. So Lace spray foundation and the Kabuki brush. I'm going to spray my brush twice. And then I'm just going to go ahead and start pressing it into my skin. Now, this is literally like being airbrushed. So you're not going to feel any heaviness. You're just going to see the coverage. So if you're someone like me who does not like to feel a lot of heaviness on your face of your makeup, this is where you want to be. This was compared very successfully to the Dior spray foundation, and it actually got better reviews than the Dior, which you need it a lot more, and it's about double the cost. So that's why I am unique all the way. This is like the every woman's makeup. Just blend it down my neck a little bit. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Lacey. Hi, Laura. Hi, Amy. Okay. But look at that coverage. Literally so good. It seems very far away. I know oh, that's better. A little bit better. Hi. Okay, so spray foundation in the books, ready to go. Okay, let's do a little bit of pressed powder under my eyes because like I said, we're going quick today. So I'm grabbing Scarlet Pressed Powder Foundation, which is a full coverage foundation powder. I am going to use it under my eyes to highlight with and brighten. So this is the lightest color foundation powder that we have. And I just press it right into my skin. It's doing two things for me. It's highlighting and brightening. It's setting my makeup. And because it's a powder, it's going to prevent me from getting shiny and oily in these areas during the day. So that's one reason that I absolutely love a pressed powder underneath my eye. In addition, if you have aging skin and you don't want to see fine lines and wrinkles, and it's something that you worry about pretty frequently is seeing those lines and wrinkles. Hi, Michael. Hi, Alyssa. Grab a pressed powder foundation because you're able to apply this in a much lighter way than you are a cream. So you're not going to notice like buildup and fine lines and creasing like you would with a cream foundation. hi, Leela. So just pressing it in, and you can see how it just brightens everything up. For me, my shade is Scarlet, but I can definitely help anybody color match to their personal tones. It's not one size fits all for a reason. Okay, so that's Scarlet Pressed Powder Foundation. Obsessed. Now we are going to go in with bronzer in Malibu. So Malibu bronzer is actually the darkest shade of bronzer we have, which is ironic because I just used the lightest shade of powder that we have to do my highlight. I love Malibu because it's a little bit of a cooler brown as opposed to Hermosa, which is a warmer brown. So a little goes a very long way in warming up your skin. We're going to blend this out, don't worry. Forehead, and then just wait for the magic. Okay, forehead, down the sides of my nose. And on the jawline. And then we're gonna grab a big super powder brush, and I'm going to show you how to blend all of this in perfectly. So this is a super powder brush from IT Cosmetics. And I like to use this because it blends everything out really, really nicely. This way I don't get super dark spots. I don't get super bright spots. Everything ends up looking very natural in the end. Hi, Mariah. Now for me, I am incredibly fair skinned, like super duper ultra fair skinned. So I feel like I need to sort of overcompensate for the fact that I'm super pale. So maybe your personal jam is not going. This dog, her whole day has been turned around because I allowed someone in the house to look at windows. The nice thing about doing powder is that you can always go in and touch up, but just make sure you're using powders to do that with. All right, perfect. So let's do a blush. Sweet, Surreal. Surreal is new, but it's a little bit darker than I want to go today. I'm going to go in with Sweet, which is one of my favorites. Just this gorgeous, sort of very natural pink. And my unique, oh my gosh, I love this brush. Who knew that a blush brush could bring you such joy? Certainly not me, but it does. So this is the shade Sweet. Just a really gorgeous, very natural pink. Mina is out of her mind because I allowed someone in the house. What happened, Maj? What happened? I'm not adding to her mental stability right now. Perfect. Just a little bit of brightness on those cheeks. You would be amazed. I was not a blush person at all before I started using Unique. And now I literally don't feel right unless I'm wearing it because I just really do feel like it gives you that glow, that finish glow. All right, so now I'm going to go in. What do we want to do now? Let's do brows. And I'm going to hop in with my brow palette because like I said, I'm being fast. Hi, Nicole. So I'm going to grab my Brow Obsession palette in Brunette and my Brow Artist brush. And I'm going to do just a very simple powder brow using only pretty much the dark powder. And I'm going to start in the front of my brow and go to the tail of my brow just with the powder. Grab a little more powder, do the top, the arch, and fill in the arch to the tail. And then I'm just going to use what I have left over on my brush to slowly fade in the front. Hi, Dawn. And that's the brow. Like super duper easy. Even without using the brow gel, like you're still getting great color. You're still getting a nice fullness, but it's very simple and very natural. But it gives your face so much structure. That's my favorite part of doing my brows, is that it totally gives my face like a, I don't know, it just shapes it better. So I'm going to do the same on this side. So again, just the dark powder. Arch to tail. Same on the top. Now this brow palette, you're gonna laugh when I tell you how old it is. This brow palette will be 3 years old in February, which is crazy because I use it all the time. It literally is the gift that keeps on giving. I can't say enough good things about this brow palette. The versatility, you can even use these shadows, you can even use these shadows as eyeshadows. I've seen people do that. So it's a great, great product. And it's gonna last you a really long time. So the value is incredible. And I'm personally like a value person. I love a product that works great, but there's no reason. I'm never going to buy something that costs me an arm and a leg to maintain. Like my house, for example. Just kidding. Not really. Okay, so brows done with the brow palette. Now let's do a really simple eye look. So because you know that this month the quads are on sale. So this month's kudos, Mina, get off of those pillows. Just washed all that bedding. All right, so this month all of our pressed shadow quads are on sale and our 4D mascara. So literally I don't even have half of the shades that we carry, but these are like some of my favorites. So what's great about the quads is that you get to customize them, and I can help you too. Some people are like, I only usually wear 2 shades of eyeshadow, but I'm looking for some highlighters. We can put 2 shades in there that are great for highlight and then 2 shades that are great for your eyes. So I'm going to go in with my unique fluffy Brunette brush. And my crease brush. And so this is what the quads look like. They're a little compact with 4, everything is magnetic, so you can pop them in and out. They're great for traveling. There's even shades that are amazing for like blush. So if you want a blush, a highlighter, and 2 eyeshadows, we can do that. You can do a blush, 2 highlights and a shadow. Let me help you, because this is like totally my wheelhouse. All right, so I'm gonna write down what I'm using, because I do forget from time to time, if you can imagine. All right, we're just gonna do something really simple, like, is this astute? I got some new ones that I kind of want to try. Okay, let's try some of my new ones, like Earthly, for example. This really pretty brown, brand new to me. I haven't used it yet. I'm gonna take the unique fluffy crease brush. Nope, this is the blending brush. And I'm just gonna pop this all over my lid and up into my brow bone. Gorgeous. Really like a warm, almost like a pinky brown. All right, so that's the shade Earthly. And very well named, I have to say. Okay. Let's see, what else did I get new? This one. This is Impish, like a really pretty peach pink. Thank you so much, Mariah. And I think I'm going to take this on my unique fluffy crease brush. So this brush is meant to go in the crease of your eye so you can be a little more precise with it. So I'm going to take Impish, which is this like peach, pinky orange, and I'm going to put it right in the crease. This would be a great blush color too, just saying. So Impish, again, gorgeous. Loving Impish. What else did I get? Oh, I got this great shade here, which is Legendary. So this is like a black, which I got because I specifically want to use it as a liner. So I'm going to grab a liner brush. So a liner brush is just a narrow, sort of angled, thin brush. And I'm going to grab a little bit of this black Legendary. And I'm going to put it right on my lash line. What I like about using shadows as liner is that you can blend them out so that they're really subtle, or you can make them super thick. You can dip your brush in water and then it's going to apply just like a liquid liner would. So super versatile. Plus, if you ever want to do a traditional black smoky eye, you have a ton of options when you use a dark color. Doesn't need to be black. You can do a brown smoky eye. You can do dark pinks, purples. Like the opportunity to do them is endless. You just need color. All right. We are going to do this eye. So again, this is the Legendary Black Pressed Shadow. And just kind of beefs up your eye a little bit. And I'm going to put a little on my lower lash line while we're here. Okay, perfect. And then the last shade I'm going to use is, I'm going to use a highlight shade, and I'm also going to use that to do my highlighter on my face. So let's grab Joyful, which is absolutely gorgeous. It's sort of like a champagne shimmer. And I'm just going to grab a little of this and put it right on the inside corner of my eye, just to give it a little brightness. Nina, really? All right, perfect. Oh my God, Nina is so important, you guys. You would think that we live in like the most dangerous neighborhood in America, the way that she takes her security job around here. She is next level. Okay, so I'm going to use the same shade, which is Joyful, and I'm going to use it as a highlighter. If I can find my highlighter brush. So this is how you use shadows for multiple purposes. Look at that highlight. Gorgeous. And I love highlight just because it blends your makeup together really, really nicely. Makes your face look really glowy and like lively. Because like healthy skin glows. Those are facts. All right. So we just built a beautiful quad, which honestly would be great just on your eyes, but we were able to use it for blush, highlight, eyeliner, and an eye look. So I will post all of that because that combo is a winner, just saying. All right, so the next part of the kudos this month is the 4D mascara or the regular mascara. It's just that my personal favorite is the 4D. I know that some people just like the standard mascara, but for me, this 4D is life. You want to twirl the wand on your lashes when you apply it so that you get all 365 degrees of the brush in contact with your lashes. This is for a few different reasons, but the most important reason is there's bristles all over this that you want to come in contact, because some are supposed to separate, some of them are supposed to lengthen, some of them are applying the Y-shaped fibers. So you want to make sure that you're using everything and getting it on your fingers. Megan. I don't even have a paper towel in here because I just cleaned. Whoops. That's all right. All right. So I always do 2 coats. I believe in the 2-coat mascara method for sure. Okay. And then back over here for the second coat. And of course I'm rushing because that's how my morning has been. But I promise if you take your time, the results are even more astonishing. In fact, this is going to give you like a false lash look just with mascara. I have to laugh when I watch these things back. I'm like, why do I look like that? Or I have to remember to close my mouth when I'm applying whatever. Okay, and then we're going to take what we have left over on the wand and do our lower lash line. Right. Perfect. So literally false lash look just with mascara. So good. All right, so let's hop over and do a very simple lip look. I'm going to use Pouty lip liner, and I want like a very simple lip. Subtle. So we're gonna go in with Pouty lip liner and subtle splash liquid lipstick. This is like if I was a lip combo, what would I be? I would be this. I love Pouty because it's just the greatest neutral ever. It's just gonna look like your lips. The best part about lip liner is a few different things. It's gonna help you define your lip. So if you don't love the shape of your lip, you're able to make them bigger, poutier, fix if they're asymmetrical, all of that. Number two, it's going to help your mascara, your lipstick from moving past that waxy border. And number three, it's going to help it stay on all day long. So especially people that have aging lips, lip liner is the best thing that you can do for yourself. So I'm going to go in again with Pouty, which is, how pretty is that color? It's pretty much everything. And I do overline just slightly, which means I go right on the outside rim. I don't draw on my skin, but I come pretty close. And then the top. So a little tip on overlining. If you are going to overline your lips, only overline right in the center, not on the sides, or else it'll sort of look like you've had an allergic reaction. So be mindful. Okay. All right, so that's Pouty lip liner. And like I said, just like a very natural pink, gorgeous. All right, so Subtle is probably my favorite lipstick. I've gone back and forth and I've tried not to play favorites, but I really can't because I just love Subtle that much. So Splash Liquid Lipstick, I take off a majority of what is on the wand because you don't need that much. Number two, it goes on best on just totally dry lips. Don't have other product on it and don't have them be wet from like licking them. Okay. All right, now that we've applied a thin coat, just let it dry. Don't rub your lips together. Okay. Now, the deal with Splash is this will wear like braided steel for you all day. You just want it to dry in place before you do anything to it. But how pretty is that color? Just like the perfect everyday color. Oh, Pouty and Subtle. And it's very aptly named because it really does look, I've put it on people over and over and over again, and like how many times can lightning actually strike? Turns out a lot, because it literally, it hits it out of the park for everybody. It's sort of like there's a couple of products that without even color matching you, I could pick and I would know that you would love it. For example, Benevolent Highlighter, 40 Mascara, Sweet Blush, like all of these things, I know anyone who tries it is just going to be over the moon for. So the last thing I'm going to do is go in with setting spray, and I'm going to set my entire face. The reason that I'm using setting spray, even though we finished with some powder, is that setting spray is going to basically melt all of your makeup together so that it doesn't transition and shift throughout the day. Wetting that powder and then letting it dry again is just going to make sure that it's flawless all day. And I don't know anyone who doesn't want that, like really. That's all there is to it. Okay, I have a coffee date. I have no idea what time it is, but I have a fear of being late. It's like a whole mental thing for me. But I will post a picture and I will include all of the products that I used here today. Now, my favorite part of my job is helping you guys. So if there is something that you guys have a question on, or you're interested in creating a quad palette, or you're not really sure where to start with skincare or what foundation would be best for you, this is the part where you ask me for help and I give you all of the help, because that's literally the best part of what I do, is helping people understand what works for them and also troubleshoot why things that people have suggested in the past might not be giving you the results that you want, because makeup is not one size fits all, and either is skincare. You might talk to somebody and something works really well, it was a miracle for them, and then you talk to somebody else and they go, I used it and I hated it. So my whole job is to help think through the steps so that we don't run into those problems with you. All right, and with that, I'm going to tame my mane and I'm heading out to Starbucks. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here all the time. I will be back on Saturday. I actually have 4 girls and I'm glamming for a wedding on Saturday, so I'm super excited, which is why I purchased Big Bertha makeup kit. And as always, if you guys have any questions ever, never hesitate to ask. We'll see you guys later.